Shoulders. Do you have shoulders? Well, you gotta work them. And this is my routine. Haha. Hey, how you doing? I am the gym goblin, that's right. The one, the only, the one who is known for being unorthodox and kind of stupid, but I've got passion. And first and foremost, every single shoulder day, the exercise of choice that I always start with is handstand push-ups. Let's see how far we've come from. We just started a new version where you walk up the wall instead of kicking up to it, because apparently it's a harder variation, and I can concur. I definitely got less reps. To anybody who's new, hey, hi, how are you? I post every single day, every day. So if you want to be here for that, I would be happy to have you. So don't forget to freaking subscribe and stick around. But without further ado, let's get into the workout. And to start, I don't know how many reps I'm going to try and get, but I don't know, more than 6, hopefully. So first, a little bit of stretching. Oh, best shoulder stretch right there. Yeah, yeah. If you've never done handstand push-ups before, these are not a entry-level exercise, okay? You have to work up to them. If you can't do push-ups, well, get to the point where you can do push-ups, and you can start to work on incline push-ups, then these things called pike push-ups, where you kind of do push-ups just like this. They're pretty hard. And then from there, you can kick up to a wall, and then you can walk up the wall. And eventually, after I get good enough at these, I can start to use parallettes and go all the way down, get that full range of motion, and then eventually kick off the wall, or not be touching the wall. Yeah, that. But, you know, first I have to do this. Ooh. Yeah, getting down from the ones where you actually walk up the wall is a lot harder than it looks, because you have to like slide down, or if you have a flexible back, you can kick down. I don't, so I accidentally hit my foot on the side of the wall because there's an indent on the wall for some reason. Ouch. All right, I got 5. That's below what I wanted to get, and that's okay, because I think last week we got 4, so we went up 1. That's good, we're getting stronger. Currently on a cut, meaning that the intake of calories that I am intaking is less than my metabolic rate, meaning my goal currently is to lose weight. And it's apparently very, very, very hard and not worth the effort to gain strength and muscle when on a cut. To that, I spit in the face of that simply because I'm stubborn and don't choose to believe in modern day science. Call me a religious man the way I spit in the face of modern day science. No, I just see nothing in physics is necessarily impossible, right? Some of it just takes too much effort to even be worth doing, or the risk of injury is just too great, right? A lot of people get on steroids because sometimes it's the only way to compete in that category, but if you really put in the time and stuff, who knows, maybe there's just an unlimited potential to what you actually can do. It's all just unlikely and not impossible most of the time, except for, you know, getting strong enough leg muscles to jump directly to the moon. That's not gonna happen, but you know what I mean. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I think we got 5 there too. I might be wrong. If we got 6, big round of applause. Super excited. No. If we got 6, that just means I wasn't warmed up enough. My fault, my bad, sorry. A rough little exercise, huh? The way you do these also, you can do weighted handstand push-ups. Obviously, I'm not even to the point where I'm at the hardest progression, right? When you do a pull-up and you can finally do a pull-up, that's the hardest progression. I mean, you can do a muscle-up, but that's like a different exercise. You are working your triceps as well and so on. Once you get to a pull-up, that's the pull-up, you know? you start putting weight on. But a handstand push-up, once you can get to the freestanding, that's when you can start to put weight on. Until then, I'm not at the highest point of doing any amount of weight, right? A lot of my weight is resting on a wall, therefore it's technically assisted. So, but once you get there, you can wear these weighted vests and stuff, and hey, one more of these, and then we'll go on to shoulder press. Six. All right, yeah. 6 is about where we were when we started doing handstand push-ups at the beginning of this channel. But because we're doing a harder progression, that means, you know, we're getting stronger. That's always the goal. I mean, to work the muscles and to build the muscles, yeah, but also to get stronger, and we are. So on this, I think last week we did 30s, and it wasn't easy, but I'm feeling presumptuous. Let's do the 40s. The flappy 40s, I like to call them. But why do you call them that? Ooh. 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 We did more than I thought I was gonna do, actually. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm only gonna do 2 of these, considering I just did the handstand push-ups, and then we can do the raises. That's what I really want to do, because those have been hitting, okay? I know, I'm switching it up, all right? I do come into the gym with a vague idea of what I'm going to do, but I really go on vibes, okay? You know, they call it bro versus science lifting. Where the hell's vibe lifting in there, okay? I just feel like I want to do it. We've got ego lifters, we've got bro lifters, we've got science lifters, and then we've got vibe lifters. That's me, all right? New entire category of lifters. Well, how do you know you're a vibe lifter? Did you look up if it was good for you or if it was the right thing? No. Do you think it's the right thing? No. Do you just want to do it? Yes. You're a vibe lifter. I just don't like shoulder press that much. I'm not like attached to it in any way. It's totally fine and normal, and I'm completely detached from giving a shit about it at all. The wire shoulder flies, I like them. I've only done them twice. I like them. So I already have more attachment to that than the shoulder press. I just don't care about the shoulder press. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Okay, we set this up for about arm height, but not too low, because then otherwise you're just getting the wrong amount of leverage. Too many. Or maybe it's just too high. Nope, it's just too many pounds. All right, 10 pounds it is. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I feel that. My right shoulder's just so much stronger though. We're not going to do too many sets of these because we already did 2 other shoulder exercises. We don't want to completely destroy our, you know, body, our shoulders, because we still need them for the incline bench, which we're just going to do 3 sets of. That's going to be our chest exercise for the day. I'm going to do them pretty heavy, and then we're going to do triceps. The reason I'm not focusing chest too heavily is because incline bench works just about every single muscle in the chest. It does hit the lower chest, not as much as like a dip or a lower chest focused exercise, but if you can only do one chest exercise, do the incline bench. That's just my personal opinion, okay? And what do I know? Absolutely fucking nothing. I am no scientist. I am no expert. All I know is vibes. It's just good for you, okay? If you can pick one chest exercise to do, that's the one. Alright, let's see what this is all about. No weight on right now, just... Ooh. Oh, it's so weird not doing free weights. Ooh, I feel it though. Do I put a 45 on? Part of me wants to, even though I know I probably can't even do it, but it is machine assisted. So now is the time to find out, if any time, if I can, in any capacity, do this. Let's find out. No other chest movements have been done today. Obviously, a little bit of upper chest has worked on any shoulder movement, just about at all. But that being said, it's not a lot. I'm gonna put on like the craziest song ever just to make sure I can do this. Or try. First time in my life I've been too tall for something. Okay, I have no idea. Let's see. Oh! 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 Too light. Ooh. Ah. Boom. Yeah, that was too easy. Wasn't expecting to say that at all. I thought I wasn't actually going to be able to move it. I'm going to put a 25 on each side. That's what this is? Yeah. Machines just make everything easier, dude. I always forget that. Watch me not be able to move this. That'd be so funny, dude. Ooh. Alright, too high that time, but I felt it. Yeah, machines just make it easier, man, because like, what, last week I was struggling with 35s, and now this is, 70 pounds an arm, plus whatever the machine weighs, which isn't nothing. So yeah, machines just, they make it so you're not activating any other muscles that you've already worked, allowing for, shortness of muscle strength and auxiliary areas, yada yada, science talk, whatever. Importantly, I'm doing more weight. And no, I don't think I have some kind of superpower or anything. I just think it's pretty cool. I think I could do more weight is the crazy thing, but we're not gonna do that. Next time. Chest day. Yeah, all right, let's go. Ooh. Ooh. One more. Nope. I saw this form you can do where somebody was doing the overhead tricep movement, but instead they were bending forward and stretching out like this, and I want to give it a go. With long hair, it feels like it might be asking to get hurt, but I'm gonna give it a go anyways. About the 25-pound setting. I don't know where I'm supposed to put the bar on this. Maybe a little higher, actually, so it's not dragging across my back. Maybe. Ooh. I think I could go heavier. Yep, that's it. Maybe I don't need to go up Nope. Yeah, okay, whoa, calm down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's I definitely don't work that lateral head or the long head of the tricep, the big one. I don't work that one enough, okay? Because 25 or 30 pounds. This is like 25, 30. It's like, yeah, it's literally 25 pounds. I'm right on the money. Feels like I'm pulling a small Japanese truck with my arms. That's how heavy it feels to me. I will not be taking any more metaphors for how this feels. That is literally the best description anybody has ever come up for. I don't know if I'm doing the right form, so let me know. But what I do know is that I felt it in the place that I was trying to more than anything else. Yes. Oh. Oh. Feels great. Would recommend. Apparently. I'm no expert, again, but you apparently want to do one overhead motion and one underhead. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Where you pull down. And I think for that, I don't like doing the rope for the pull down anymore because it's good, but you can move more weight and therefore get a bigger, I don't know, bang for your buck if you use non-moving attachments for the pull downs. Last but not least, some very, at least for me, heavy pull downs. Go to 65 pounds, which on this machine is way below half of the weight you can do, which means it's technically a lot, okay? Technically, somewhat a lot. It feels cool. Ooh. Ooh, a little too heavy, but 4 reps is still an amount of reps. All things considered, I wasn't able to do 65 pounds until recently, so 2 more of this. What? You know, okay. All things considered from yesterday, I'm not sore in the slightest bit. And I've been doing some research about soreness and the amount you train. Apparently, my soreness and lack thereof is actually a really good sign for capability. That means my muscles have the capability to grow faster under pressure or so forth. Basically, my lack of soreness after pushing myself literally till failure on every single exercise at a very high weight, and then waking up the next day and being like, well, I can kind of feel it, but not really. Like, if I wasn't sore at all, it'd be an even better sign. But basically, that just means my muscles heal that much faster, dude. So cool. The chest still needs so much work. It's not even funny. That's how that works. If you can notice the small improvements in your muscle, you'll feel that much better. You know, it doesn't even feel that cool, but my physique so far, mid. But I'm in shape, and that's what matters. This is my pose so far. It's what I do just to check my chest gains, which the upper chest has a huge pump right now, actually. Oh, why didn't I do that sooner? And then Yeah, all right. Thank you for being here. To everybody, to all, thank you, thank you. Oh, stop the applause. No, nobody's clapping. Thanks. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Your attention span is great for making it to the end of a not TikTok video, you know, not short form. Great job. Awesome. Amazing. And I hope to see you at the end of the next one and the next and the next one. Not only do I hope you follow along with my journey, but I hope you start your own if you haven't. And if you are, let me know how yours is going. I would love to hear about your personal exercise, bodybuilding, weight training journey. Let me know. Have a good morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are, and go to the gym. Later.